Part 1. White Tiger Ridge. The team left the lush Wuzhuang Temple and entered a wasteland. The trees here were twisted and black. The rocks looked like jagged teeth. There were no birds in the sky, only silence.
"Master," Wukong said, keeping close to the horse, "this place is called White Tiger Ridge. The evil energy here is thick. Be very careful." Tong Sanzong was hungry. "Disciple, you always talk about monsters."
"I am starving. Can you go find some food? In this wasteland?" Wukong scratched his head. "There are no houses, but I see a patch of red on the horizon. It looks like wild peaches. I will go pick some."
Wukong drew a circle in the dirt around Sanzang, Pigsy, and Sandy with his staff. "Sit inside this circle," Wukong ordered. "Do not step out. It will protect you from wolves and demons."
Wukong summoned his cloud and flew away. Part 2. The Corpse Demon. High up in the cliffs, a pair of glowing green eyes watched them. It was the White Bone Demon, Bai Gujing. She was not a powerful demon king with an army. She was a lonely, cunning spirit formed from a pile of bleached bones. "That is the Tang monk," she hissed to herself.
"They say one bite of his flesh will grant immortality. But that monkey, he is dangerous. I cannot fight him. I must trick him." She saw Wukong fly away. "Now is my chance." She floated down from the cliff.
She didn't attack with claws. Instead, she spun around and, poof, she transformed into a beautiful young girl. She had skin like jade and a face like the moon. She carried a green basket covered with a blue cloth. She walked toward the circle where the monks were sitting. Part 3. The First Death. Pigsy was the first to see her. His eyes popped out of his head. "Master, look! A girl! And she has food!" "Don't look," Sanzang said. "We are in the wilderness. A girl shouldn't be here." The girl walked right up to the circle. "Greetings, holy monks," she said sweetly. "My husband is hoeing the fields in the valley. I cooked some lunch for him, but I saw you resting here. You look hungry. Please, take this food as an offering." She lifted the cloth. Inside were steaming buns and fragrant rice.
Pigsy grabbed his bowl and stepped out of the circle. "Don't mind if I do." "Wait," Sanzong warned, but he was hungry too. Just as Pigsy reached for a bun, a golden streak shot down from the sky. Wukong landed. He dropped his peaches and grabbed Pigsy's hand. "Don't eat that," Wukong shouted. He looked at the girl. His fiery golden eyes saw right through the skin.
He didn't see a girl. He saw a skeleton surrounded by black smoke. "You daring demon!" Wukong roared. "You try to trick my master?" He raised his golden staff and swung it at her head. "Stop!" Sanzong screamed.
Crack! Wukong struck the girl. She collapsed instantly, dead on the ground. However, the demon was clever. Just before the staff hit, she used a spell called Corpse Liberation. She left a fake body behind, and her spirit escaped into the clouds. Part 4. The Slander. Sanzong trembled. He looked at the dead girl. You killed her," Sanzong whispered. "She was bringing us food." "Master, look at the food," Wukong said, kicking the basket over. The steaming buns turned into ugly toads. The rice turned into maggots. "It was a trick," Wukong explained. "She was a demon." Pigsy was angry.
He was hungry, and he liked the pretty girl. He whispered into Sanzang's ear, "Master, don't believe him. He has the golden eyes, but you don't. How do you know he isn't using magic to trick you?"
He killed an innocent girl, and now he turned the food into frogs to cover up his crime. Sanzong believed Pigsy. He was furious. "Wukong, you have committed murder again. I cannot keep you."
Sanzang began to chant the tightening curse. Ah! Wukong fell to the ground, clutching his head. "Master, stop! My head is splitting." "I will stop," Sanzang said coldly, "if you leave."
"Go back to your mountain." "I can't," Wukong gasped. "I haven't repaid your kindness for freeing me." "Fine," Sanzang said. "I will give you one more chance. But if you kill another innocent person, you are gone."
Part 5. The Second Death. The white-boned demon watched from the sky. "He didn't leave? Curse that monkey. I have to try again." She floated down again. This time, she transformed into an old woman.
She leaned on a cane, crying, calling out a name. "Daughter! Where is my daughter?" She walked toward the monks. "Master!" Pigsy shouted. "Look, it's the girl's mother. She is looking for her child."
"Now we are in trouble," Sanzang panicked. "This is terrible. Wukong, you killed her daughter, and now the mother is here." Wukong looked at the old woman. Same green eyes, same black smoke.
"It was the skeleton again. You persistent witch," Wukong muttered. "You think my master is stupid? Well, he is, but I'm not." Wukong didn't hesitate. He didn't explain. He just leaped. "Die!" Whack! The staff hit the old woman. She fell down dead. Again, the spirit used corpse liberation and escaped into the sky, leaving a fake corpse. Part 6. The Breaking Point. Sanzang shook with rage. He fell off his horse. "You evil ape! I told you not to kill. You killed the daughter, and now you killed the mother. Do you have no heart?"
Sanzong started chanting the curse again. He chanted it twice as long. Wukong rolled in the dirt. His face turned purple. His eyes bulged. The pain was unbearable. "Master, stop! She was a demon!" Wukong cried.
"Liar!" Sanzang shouted. "You kill because you enjoy it." "Master," Pigsy added fuel to the fire, "look at this old woman. She looks so real. How can she be a demon? The monkey is just savage." "Get out!"
Sanzang pointed to the east. "Get out of my sight!" "Master," Wukong panted, kneeling, "if I go, who will protect you? This place is full of demons." "I don't need the protection of a murderer," Sanzang said.
"I have Pigsy and Sandy." Wukong looked at Sandy. "Sandy, say something!" Sandy looked down at his feet. He was too afraid of the master to speak. "One more chance," Wukong begged. "Please." Sanzang was exhausted.
One last chance. Part 7. The Final Trap. The white-owned demon was frustrated. "That monkey is stubborn. But I have one trick left. This time I will make the monk chase him away."
She transformed into an old man. He had white hair and prayer beads. He walked slowly, leaning on a staff.
"Wife, daughter, where are you?"
Pigsy gasped. "Oh no, it's the father. The whole family is here."
"Master, we are going to be arrested for murdering 3 people." Sanzang began to pray. "Old sir." Wukong saw the demon coming.
He knew this was the end. If I don't kill him, he will eat the master.
If I do kill him, the master will banish me. It is a lose-lose situation. Wukong summoned the local earth spirit. Spirit, watch closely. I want a witness. Wukong walked up to the old man. Enough games.
What games? The old man trembled. You can fool the pig, but you can't fool me. Wukong whispered a spell to keep the demon's spirit from escaping this time. He raised his staff. Wukong, don't! Sun Zhang screamed. Boom! Wukong smashed the old man. This time, the demon could not escape. The body on the ground began to change. The flesh melted away. The clothes turned to dust. In its place lay a pile of white bones. On the spine, 3 characters were written, White Bone Lady. Part 8, The Letter of Degradation. Look, Master, Wukong pointed. It's a skeleton. It was a demon all along.
Sinzong looked. He hesitated. He almost believed it. But Pigsy was jealous. He didn't want Wukong to get the credit. Master, Pigsy sneered. Don't be fooled. The monkey saw you were angry.
He used transformation magic to turn the corpse into bones so you wouldn't punish him. He is tricking you. That was the last straw. Something inside Zhang Zhang snapped. Paper, Zhang Zhang demanded.
Sandy, bring me paper and a brush. Sanzong sat on a rock. He ground the ink with furious tears in his eyes. He wrote a letter. Son Wukong, Sanzong said, his voice shaking. Here is a letter of banishment. From this day forth, you are no longer my disciple. I am no longer your master. If we meet again, we are strangers. He threw the paper at Wukong's face. Go, Sanzong said. If you stay, I will recite the tightening curse until you die. Part 9. The Farewell. Wukong picked up the paper. His hands were shaking. He looked at the master he had saved from the mountain, from the tiger, from the dragon. He looked at Pigsy, who was smirking. He looked at Sandy, who remained silent. Master, Wukong said softly, I will go.
But before I go, let me bow to you one last time. I will not accept the bow of a killer. Sanzong turned his back. Wukong used his magic. He created 3 clones.
He and his clones surrounded Sanzang on 4 sides, so the master couldn't look away. All 4 Wukongs bowed at the same time. Take care of yourself, master, Wukong said, wiping a tear.
This journey is dangerous. Without me, be careful. He turned to Sandy. Brother Sandy, you are a good man. Watch out for Pigsy. He is lazy. If a monster comes, don't run away. Just go, Pigsy shouted. Wukong stamped his foot. He shot up into the sky. He flew east. As he passed over the ocean, he heard the sound of the waves. He remembered his home, the Flower Fruit Mountain.
He hadn't been there in years. He landed on his island. The monkeys came running out. The king is back! The king is back! Wukong laughed, but tears streamed down his furry face. Yes, children, I am back.
I am not a monk anymore. I am the great sage again. But for the first time in his life, being the great sage felt incredibly lonely.
Part 10. The Trap Closes. Back on White Tiger Ridge, Pigsy was laughing. Finally, the annoying monkey is gone. Now I can relax. Master, you did the right thing. Sanzong didn't answer.
He felt a cold emptiness in his heart. He looked at the white bones on the ground. "Let's go," Sanzang whispered. They walked for 10 miles. They entered a dark forest called the Black Pine Forest.
A strange yellow wind blew. "Pigsy," Sanzong said nervously, "I hear something." "It's just the wind," Pigsy said, eating a fruit. Suddenly, a yellow-robed monster dropped from the trees. Swoop!
He grabbed Sanzang by the collar. "Save me!" Sanzang cried. Pigsy grabbed his rake. "Hey, let him go!" But Pigsy was slow. The monster kicked Pigsy into the bushes and flew away with the master. Sandy ran up.
Where is the master? A monster took him, Pigsy panicked. What do we do? Sandy asked. Should we call the big brother? No, Pigsy shouted. We don't need him. I will save the master.
But deep down, Pigsy knew they were in big trouble. The shield was gone, the protector was banished, and the monsters of the West were just waking up.